What's up, guys? Hokage Puya here. I think this is going to be one of my last Euro 2024 videos. I am thinking about releasing a video on if I'm satisfied with how Germany performed and if they met my expectations during the Euros. I'm thinking about it. I probably will release that, so look out for that if you're interested. But this will be one of my last Euro 2024 videos, you guys. The new season is already around the corner in a month's time, so we got to get prepped for that. We got to go through all the transfer news for the rest of this summer until the leagues start up again. But yeah, I thought it's a good time. It's been it's been a couple days since the final played out, Spain versus England, 3 days to be exact. And I think it's a good time to go back to my predictions video 3 months ago on how I predicted the groups, because now I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't get the groups perfectly right. No one on YouTube ever really gets the groups perfectly right. But if you go back and watch that video, and I strongly urge you, if you have nothing to do, or if you're shaving, or if you're taking a poop on the toilet and you need something to listen to, go back and listen to that video. I hyped up a lot of teams that no one else was hyping up, and they ended up doing pretty well, i.e. Switzerland, i.e. Turkey. No one was really, batting an eye to these teams, but they ended up surprising a lot of people at this tournament. So if you want to hear some genius football takes, go watch that video. The tournament's already done, so maybe you don't want to. It doesn't really make sense. But we're gonna go through how I predicted these groups. I have the Google Slides that I did. I do the Google Slides for my predictions. I always rock with the Google Slides. Looking hella ghetto, guys. This is how I do on this channel. No, I'm just I'm ghetto, guys. I'm a ghetto YouTuber. And yeah, let's just get into it. So I got the slides pulled up here. My beautiful, beautiful slides with my beautiful, beautiful transitions. If you watch the video, you'll know. Perfect transitions, best Google Slides game on all of YouTube, in all of football YouTube. So Group A. Now, let's see how I predicted it. Now, if I had the editing skills, if I had the time, I would edit it where we look back at the video I made 3 months ago, and I would 2x speed it and make it gray, kind of like what the Irish guy does if you watch his channel. But I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to go through the Google Slides. Group A, how did I predict it? So I do remember how I predicted this. I went Scotland 4th, Hungary 3rd, Switzerland 2nd, Germany 1st. Now, you guys, 100% right away. Group A, 100%. And if I recall what I said in that video last time, I said Germany would be too strong for these teams. They had too many players coming to the tournament in form, and they ended up, kind of basically being proven right now. Germany and Scotland did both finish on 7 points, but Germany did go through in first place. I think it was because of goal difference, right? So we went through in first on goal difference. Switzerland got second, and I said in that video, guys, Switzerland, people are sleeping on Switzerland, right? A lot of their players have improved since the 2022 World Cup when they got smacked up by Portugal 6-1 in that round of 16 game. And guys like Xhaka and Akanji are the best players in the world in their own in their respective positions. And they have great goalkeeping depth in Jan Sommer and Gregor Kobel on the bench. So I told you guys about Switzerland. Don't sleep on them. They would surprise people. And I do think, although they ended up exiting in the they exited in the quarterfinals, right? Wait, when did Switzerland exit? Or in the round of 16 against England? Round of 16 or quarterfinals. I forget which one it was. But no, sorry, it was the quarterfinals against England and Dusseldorf. They ended up getting to the quarterfinals and almost knocking out England and getting to the semifinals. So good prediction for me there. Hungary 3rd, Scotland 4th. Now, Scotland was one of the worst teams at the tournament. Fully deserved to get 4th place in this group. And Hungary, I did think Hungary would be able to get a win against Scotland. What killed them was that they drew against Scotland. And in fact, Hungary actually almost lost to Scotland. They got a really late goal to get them a point from that game. So Hungary kind of disappointed me. They couldn't get that 3 point. The minimum you need is 3 points to get through as one of the better third place teams. They didn't end up getting that. And yeah, that's kind of where my prediction fell through. But I numbered the group correctly, guys. Germany 1st, Switzerland 2nd, Hungary 3rd, and Scotland 4th. So far, so forth. So far, so good. You guys, I can't speak English. I can't speak English. Group B. Now, this is the group I coined the transition group. Now, that did apply to Croatia and Italy, right? And I did say in that video, Spain was in transition. However, I said, although I'm calling them a transition team, and don't get me wrong, you guys, this is what makes this Spanish team so interesting. They're a team in transition. This is definitely a team where Luis de la Fuente still doesn't know his best starting 11. I'm telling you, come the World Cup in 2 years, that Spanish midfield, that Spanish back line, it's going to look different. It's going to look different in 2 years' time. So this is why Spain is still, in my opinion, a transition team. But I said in that video, guys, I said Spain 100% has the tools to make a deep run in this tournament, quarterfinal or semifinal. I did not expect them to make a final. I will say that right now. I didn't even think they'd win the whole thing. But I did say, do not be surprised if Spain actually makes a deep run into this tournament because they have the quality to do so. So how did I predict the group? Albania fourth. So far, so good. They did play better than I expect. I'm stupid. You guys, I have short-term memory. Yeah, Albania got fourth, right? So Albania fourth, so far so good. Third place, I said Italy. Now, this was very close to happening, right? And let me just double check. Yeah, Albania got fourth on 1 point, so I was right there. Italy. Now, Italy got second. I predicted Croatia second, Spain first, but Italy was one of the more fraudulent second places I've ever seen because they were so bad. They were so uninspiring. Their best game was against Albania, and after their flurry of goals in that game, Italy didn't really play well this entire tournament. And you saw in that round of 16 game against Switzerland, they were crapped on by Switzerland, guys. So Italy, they were close. This was close to happening. Italy did end up getting second. But it was because of that late goal against Croatia to get the tie and to go through on second place, eventually knocking out Croatia, who only had 2 points and getting third place. I felt Croatia was a little hard done by this tournament to get third place. I did think they were good enough to be a second place team and to get to the knockout stages. It's just last seconds against Italy, they conceded that goal. And this is tournament football, guys. Finest of margins will kick you out of these things. So it is what it is. Croatia ended up not getting second. They got third, and Spain got first. So I would say my predictions for this group were pretty. This is why the title of my video is my Euros predictions were kind of accurate because a lot of what I said about this group is true. I just got the second and third place teams switched around, and it was by the finest of margins. Just 20 more seconds, and Croatia would have got second, Italy third, and again, I would have been 100% on this turn. On my group stage predictions so far into Group B. So, is what it is. Group C. Now, 100% the worst group I've ever seen. Awful. Denmark and Slovenia both getting 3 draws. Serbia, 2 draws and a loss. England with a win and 2 draws. This is without a doubt. Do you guys remember a Euros group ever being this bad? Because it's not even that these games were close. It's that all of these games were unbearable to watch. Unbearable. So in the end, I did end up predicting Slovenia fourth, Denmark third, Serbia second, and England first. Now, England first I got right. Now, England was not impressive. And I posted my video 2 days ago talking about how England didn't even deserve to be in that final. They were awful. But they got first, so I predicted that right. Serbia, disappointing, man. I really thought that guys like Mitrovic and Milinkovic-Savic would actually be able to lead this team to the knockout stages for the first time in a minute. But they failed at that. They were not inspiring in attack. Their defense was fine. The defense was performing. But the attack for Serbia was so dead. It was so non-existent. Luka Jovic bailed them out. I think it was against Denmark. Luka Jovic scored that last-minute goal or that equalizing goal against Denmark. So Serbia massively unimpressive this tournament. Denmark third place. Wrong about that again. Denmark did end up getting second place. 3 draws again. One of the worst second place teams I've ever seen. Denmark didn't really ever. Denmark's best performance ended up actually being in that round of 16 game against Germany. In the World Cup, in these group games, they weren't that great. I will say about Denmark, and something I didn't expect, is that defensively, Denmark was very solid. Guys like Andersen, guys like Christensen back there, Mile, they were actually more solid than I thought they'd be, and they were more organized than I thought they'd be. I thought that they, I don't know, when I saw them at the last World Cup, I just saw a team that lost its way, but they found their way again. Denmark, I think, this was a good tournament for them. They got to the round of 16, they got out of the group, and they gave Germany a competitive game in that round of 16 clash. So Denmark did not get third place. They got second. In third place, Slovenia actually got third place. They did not get fourth. I completely disrespected Jan Oblak and Slovenia. I'm sorry. I didn't know this group would be so bad. Can you cut me some slack, guys? I did not know this group would be so bad. And to be honest, Slovenia played some good stuff. And against Portugal, they almost did something, guys. But they almost did something against Portugal in that round of 16. So Slovenia, sorry for disrespect, fourth place. So I was really off on this group. I won't say I really, even on my comments on each team, I don't think I was right. I said England would run through this group 9 out of 9 points. I said Mitrovic and Serbia were able to bang the goals in, which they weren't. I said Denmark would look lost and uninspiring, and I thought Slovenia had no chance. Completely off the mark. I will admit my take on this group was crap. Group D. Now, so this is why the title of my video is kind of accurate, right? So Group D, we have Poland, Netherlands, Austria, France. Now, so I predicted Poland fourth, 100%. I think everyone probably predicted that. This is absolutely, I said in that video, in my videos leading up to the tournament, this is the worst Polish team in 15 to 16 years. Lewandowski's finished. They don't really have the goal scorers up front. The defense is kind of iffy, right? Wojciech Szczesny had a good tournament though. He was definitely saving their butts from more humiliating defeats. But Poland, yeah, fourth place. Now, this is where my genius kicks in. I did say the Dutch would get third. Because I believed in Austria, because I believed in France's quality. I don't 100% exactly remember what I said about the Dutch, but I did think that because their attack was so dead and so limited, and that was the reason I thought they would get third place. And because before the tournament started, actually, I made the video before that happened, but I even my beliefs were further kind of, what do you say, validified when Koepen Miners and Frankie de Jong both went out of the tournament injured. They did not even go to the tournament, 2 starting midfielders. So that's why I picked the Dutch to go third. I said their defense was strong, and I said I think I said they would get the win against Poland to give them 3 points to get them through in third. In the end, that is what happened. They won. They won one, they draw one, and they lost one. So I don't know, you guys. I think that's a pretty good prediction. I don't think a lot of people had Netherlands in third place. A lot of people actually knew about Austria, because I did end up going Austria second. Now, the crazy thing about this group is that Austria got first and France got second, and deservingly so. Austria in this group played the best football, the most exciting football. And France played France's footballing quality was not too far off of Poland's in this group. They were not good, barring the defense. Upamecano, Saliba, Mike Maignan, all those, Jules Koundé, Theo Hernandez, all had great tournaments, but the midfield and attack for France's tournament, awful, uninspiring. And I got that completely wrong. I thought France would come into this tournament firing on all cylinders, and they didn't. However, I did say, and how many people on YouTube were really saying this? I only know a handful of people on YouTube that were saying, don't sleep on Austria. I told you guys, do not sleep on Austria. These guys will get second. And in the end, these guys actually got first. In the group. So big credit to Ralf Rangnick and those Austrian boys. They were without David Alaba on the screen. David Alaba wasn't even there. So huge credit to Austria. They played fantastic football. Unfortunately, the game against Turkey for them did not go their way in the round of 16. Remember that Turkish save in the very last second of the game was absolutely disgusting. But yeah, I would say this is a group where I didn't get the complete numbering right. I got Austria and France mixed up, but my actual takes on each of the teams outside of France was pretty good. So I'm taking the W on this group. Group B. Now, I think this is another group that I got completely wrong. So let's run through this. So Belgium first, Ukraine second, Romania third, Slovakia fourth. I did not get a single position correct in this group. That's embarrassing, because I said in that video 3 months ago, 2 months ago, whenever this was, that I am a prediction god, that my Asian Cup and AFCON predictions were some of the best on YouTube. And they were some of the best on YouTube, but I completely missed the mark with this group. However, it's a little harsh. Because This is the only group in Euros history that has ever ended with all 4 teams ending on 4 points. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss for all of these teams. No one on YouTube could have expected that. So technically, guys, on points, they all finished first. Technically. But obviously, we have goal difference and everything. Romania actually ended up getting first in the group. Belgium getting second. Slovakia third. And Ukraine fourth. The finest of margins is what separated this group. You know, with some extra goals here and there, some differences in the amount of goals you conceded and yellow cards. It could have been easily Belgium first or Romania second. You know, I easily could have swung in my favor for the actual official the official group standings. But I got every single position in this group wrong. I said Belgium would be an attacking beast. And don't get me wrong, Belgium had a potent attack this tournament. It's just they have a certain guy named Romelu Lukaku who cannot score if his life depended on it. At the moment. If Lukaku was firing on full cylinders, guys, Lukaku would have had 5-6 goals this tournament. So many offsides, so many missed opportunities. Belgium easily could have got first in this group, but Mr. Lukaku let them down. Romania, credit to them, they got first in the group, although they did end up getting exposed in the round of 16. I did think they weren't strong enough to make a run in the group. Ukraine second, again, finest. What killed Ukraine was that first game. You cannot lose 3-0 the way you did. That was a horrible start to the tournament, a horrible hit to their goal difference to concede 3 goals like that with no response. So, and yeah, Slovakia, man, I'm sorry for disrespecting you guys. Slovakia ended up getting to the round of 16, and Slovakia, very, very, very close to knocking out England. Jude Bellingham's bicycle kick in the round of 16, saving England from the depths, deep depths of hell of a loss to Slovakia. So respect to Slovakia. I'll try not to disrespect you guys again in the future if you guys make another Euros, potentially even a World Cup. Let's see. But yeah, completely missed the mark on this group. I wasn't really even accurate on how well these teams would play either. So just a big L on me. The only thing I'll take credit for from this prediction is that I said Belgium would be a potent attack. They will attack, and not really rely on defense. And that's kind of exactly what they did, except their bum-ass striker, Romelu Lukaku, decided not to bring his shooting boots. It is what it is. Group F, last group. Now, we started the predictions video with a 100% group, and you guys, we're going to end the predictions video with another 100% group. Got this group, Group F, completely right. Portugal first, Turkey a second, Georgia third, Czechia fourth. Now, the margin between, I think Czechia was hard done a little bit here. Czechia did not, I will say this. I thought Czechia would be one of the dead teams at this tournament. They played well. Czechia did play better than I thought they would across the 3 games. It's just the other teams ended up delivering like I thought. I told you guys, Georgia, with the fans they have behind them, these guys are going to make a run to get into that round of 16 in their first tournament ever. And they ended up doing that. Now, I will admit to you guys that at the end of my predictions video, I went through the third place teams and I chose the third place teams that I thought would go through. Remember, 4 out of the 6 third place teams went through to the round of 16. And I actually did not choose Georgia. But I did predict them to get third. I'm still taking that W. This still a 100% correct group. And Georgia, I told you guys, with the fans behind them and the high-octane counter-attacking football they were playing that I saw in the, the playoff games to get into the Euros, I told you guys, these guys can be dangerous. These guys can hurt teams. And they ended up beating Portugal. Massive achievement for Georgia on that last group game. Sure, maybe it was a B/A team of Portugal, but it's still a Portugal team that definitely should not be losing to Georgia, and they beat them. So credit to Georgia. Turkey, I told you guys, Turkey. The fact that this tournament was in Germany, I told you guys, is one of the main factors as to why Turkey will make a run into this tournament. I think I am the only person on YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm one of the only people on YouTube that told you that Turkey will make a run in this tournament. And I told you the main reason why. Sure, they have Arda Güler and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, 2 fantastic players. And Arda Güler had a huge breakout tournament this summer. But the main reason I said this is because it is in Germany. The Turkish population in Germany is crazy. every game for Turkey will feel like a home match. And that is exactly what happened. Ended up spurring the team on to a freaking quarterfinals, guys. So huge dub for me. And in the end, I said Portugal got first. Would get first. They did get first. They did get first on 6 points. Obviously, they got that loss against Georgia. And I hit the nail again with Portugal. I said Portugal will get first. Their team is still overrated. They will not make a great run in this tournament. And I see them as a quarterfinals max team. And what happened? They ended up being overrated. They did not play as well as we thought. Ronaldo could not score a goal, and they lost in the quarterfinals. So I was 100% right about that. So we started the video off with a 100% accurate group, and we're ending the video off, guys, with another 100% accurate group. I'm happy because I look like a genius. I feel like a genius. I am a freaking genius. So there it is. There's my group stage predictions. I won't even bother going through my knockout because, I didn't get the groups completely right. So the knockout bracket isn't even similar to what the knockout bracket actually ended up looking like in the tournament. So let me know, guys. Am I a genius? Am I not? There's only one right question. There's only one right answer to that question. And the answer is yes, Hokage. You are a genius. You are Albert Einstein of football predictions. You have the best predictions on all of YouTube. That's what I want my comment section to be all about. You, my man, were the best predictor I've ever seen in my life. So I'm gonna just say this. Now, should I go over my Copa America? My Copa America predictions were not as good. Okay, they were not as good. But shh, we won't go over those because I actually did not really watch much of Copa America. I won't lie. I didn't. Because the Euros is better. I don't care what you say. The Euros is better. Anyway, this has been Okage Pool, guys. Shh. Euros is better in my opinion. Shh. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.